I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
Jada Pinkett Smith opens up about her separation from Will Smith, discussing the challenges and growth they experienced during this time. She emphasizes their commitment to co-parenting and evolving as individuals, highlighting the importance of honesty and self-discovery in their relationship. She basically revealed why she hated Jada Smith.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Why do you say that with such a
clarity?
Because that's what it's gonna be.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah.
And you both are on that page.
Yeah, and you know, but right now I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
You know, I've been living
alone.
I am my mother's only child.
Yeah.
Right? And so having this time that I've had to myself has been fantastic. Just to get to know me, you know, even to have my house exactly how I want it. I don't have to be like, well, what color do you want this wall? You know what I mean? I can just do it.
You're the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
You're the chooser.
Right.
So when you imagine your life back together, because I'm sure you've seen it, how does that look to you?
We don't know yet.
You'll build that.
We'll build that, and it'll be something new.
Jada Pinkett Smith announces that she and Will Smith will move back in together, sparking excitement and curiosity about their evolving relationship. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith share a heartwarming moment with their daughter, Willow, showcasing their close-knit family bond. Their love and support for each other reflect the strength of their unique relationship.
That's what I hate about these Hollywood celebrity relationships that produce children.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Willow and Jaden.
Look at them.
I remember when I met Willow, that fucking witch. Over there on White Rock. I didn't understand why Jada sent her to Erykah. It didn't make any sense. Why did Erykah need to mentor your daughter? Why? Your kid had to cut her hair off because she hated that fucking hit record, I Whipped My Hair Round. She cut her hair off. Major red flag. Kid got a number one. Can you imagine? Think about that.
Jada Pinkett Smith allowed Erykah Badu to mentor her because of Badu's deep wisdom, authenticity, and creative spirit. Jada sought guidance in navigating life, relationships, and personal growth, appreciating Erykah's unique perspective.
I saw some
I don't remember
stuff.
what you saw, but
Yeah,
what
well,
I know
remember graphically.
what I
was
know
like,
about Tumblr.
I was like, Willow, and she was like, don't even pay attention to it. We're getting to my page. I was like, I can't believe kids are exposed to this on a daily basis. I was profoundly disturbed.
But the thing that I will say though is that because I had you and Daddy to actually like have real conversations with, that stuff didn't really affect me.
Willow reflects on her childhood experiences and the overwhelming content she encountered at a young age. She mentions how discovering explicit material on platforms like Tumblr was shocking and profoundly disturbing for her.
Because I knew I had a connection with people that I could talk to about it and knew like what the reality of it was.
Let me ask you a question, because back in the day, porn for my generation started in magazines, and then you had to like go to a CD store to get a VHS tape. Like you had to like
we didn't have access.
we didn't have access to it like that. So if you had to like really go on an adventure to go see some pornography. Whereas for your generation, It's on your phone. It's porn in your pocket.
As she dives deeper, Willow contrasts her upbringing with that of her mother's generation. She describes how Jada and Will offered her honest conversations about the realities of life, enabling her to feel grounded.
Porn in your pocket.
What have you seen in regards to your generation? Do you know boys that are fascinated with porn or like who have a specific...
I mean, I have 2 brothers.
Yes,
so,
you do.
They're not addicted to porn.
No, they're not addicted to porn, but like, I've seen some stuff.
Right.
What? What is going on?
That's a TMI moment. All right. Like, all right.
She's like, I can't take it.
I can't.
Willow's remarks reveal a significant layer of her relationship with Jada. While she appreciates her mother's efforts to foster open communication, she also expresses feelings of being misunderstood at times. This sentiment opens the door to a broader conversation about the complexities of mother-daughter dynamics, especially in a family that lives under the public eye.
I think I'll probably be in too much shock to even converse about.
In the interview, Willow candidly discusses how societal expectations can affect family relationships. She reflects on her experiences, hinting at moments where she felt a disconnect with her mother. Despite the challenges, she acknowledges the value of their bond and how it has contributed to her growth.
Willow! Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. That's the shot. Willow, right here, please. We're going to take out behind you. Thank you, Jada. And then what you do it? Jaden!
Willow Smith and Jada Smith caught a vibe at the Met Gala, dazzling onlookers with their unique style and undeniable chemistry. Their artistic expressions and sibling bond shone brightly at the iconic event.
In 2021 on Red Table Talk, Willow got your band together.
Yeah.
And performed Bleed All Over Me.
Yeah.
And the camera cuts to you. I have never seen you lit up. Like you were elated.
I was. One of the first things I saw was her as a 5-year-old in one of these dive bars I'm performing in, and her on the shoulders of one of my security agents in the back of the bar watching me perform.
Dolly reminisces about a special moment from 2021 when Willow Smith brought her band together on Red Table Talk. As she watched Willow perform Bleed All Over Me, Dolly couldn't contain her joy. It reminded her of a time when a young Willow, just 5 years old, watched her from the back of a dive bar, perched on the shoulders of a security guard. This full-circle moment left Dolly feeling both nostalgic and proud.
And then to see her on stage performing my song was just wild. It was wild. It was just wild, yeah.
Why are you getting emotional?
Because, I mean, it's like she was just so enamored with her mother performing, and she just loved it so much. And then to just see her, she just took it to the next level. I mean, I consider myself...
Dolly shares how deeply moved she was by Willow's journey as an artist. Seeing someone who once admired her take the stage and bring her song to life was a surreal experience. The joy in Dolly's voice highlights how mentorship and admiration can span generations, and how witnessing that evolution is a profound blessing for any artist.
The only time I reconsidered possibly was after the Oscars. I had to really, because I was like, I can't write a book and not talk about this piece. And I was like, so it took me a while to figure that out. It's just been beautiful. Ever since the Oscars, it's so interesting how such an intense, event can bring you closer together. But you know what? That's a universal, as far as women are concerned, in this patriarchal construct, the woman is always the scapegoat.
Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith focus on healing the relationship after revealing their separation. They emphasize open communication and mutual support as they navigate this transformative journey together, showcasing their commitment to growth and understanding.
This is a big problem within the African American community, where Black women are not allowed to tell their stories when they are connected to Black men. And I understand that we as Black women feel as though we are, you know, the least protected women on the planet. So why, you know, talk about anything that might, you know, disrupt a beautiful, powerful Black man who we need, you know, in our community to hold us down. And that's not what's happening here. That is never my intention. And Will and I are in partnership. I love Will. I will always ride with Will. He is my life partner. He is my road dog. This is my journey, and I have a right to speak on that.
Jada Pinkett Smith asserts, "This is my journey, and I have a right to speak on that," emphasizing her autonomy in sharing her experiences. She advocates for self-expression and the importance of owning one's narrative. Her perspective inspires others to embrace their journeys with authenticity and courage.
So glad to see you
I'm
again.
glad to see you.
So after we had our long sit down, this is stuff you've been carrying with you for many, many, many years, and it's out there.
Yeah.
So as we sit here today in a reflection of, was it the right thing to reveal, to talk about everything? Do you feel like you made the right choice?
Absolutely. I think you, at some point, you know, I had to talk about my journey, you know? And I think, just like we were talking about, I think there's so many of us.
Willow acknowledges the emotional weight she has carried regarding her mother. She reflects on how, despite their close ties, there have been feelings of misunderstanding and distance. This conflict stems from the high expectations placed on her, which often led to feelings of inadequacy and resentment towards Jada.
Who, you know, hold so much, you know, specifically women, and feeling like we're going to be criticized, we're going to be
can't say anything.
judged, you can't say anything. And the beautiful part about it is, like, this whole journey, as difficult as it's been, has just brought Will and I closer in such an authentic way. You know, instead of trying to be a thing, it's like just tearing all that down and finding what's true between us.
She emphasizes the pressure of being in a famous family and how it complicated her ability to express her true feelings. Willow confesses that at times she felt like she couldn't voice her frustrations or concerns, fearing judgment and criticism from her mother. This silence only deepened her feelings of isolation.
Wow.
And it's been beautiful. It's been difficult.
It's been difficult.
But beautiful.
Because one thing people were really still concerned about, or confused about, really, was, okay, hang on. They've been divorced in theory, but not on paper.
Yes.
They were not together, but kind of pretended they were together. So I had trouble articulating exactly why that was. So now that you've had more time, why was that?
We really needed time to get solidified.
In discussing their relationship, Willow highlights moments of disconnect. She admits that there were periods when she felt her mother didn't truly see her for who she was. This emotional blindness created barriers between them, making it challenging for Willow to feel understood and supported.
Because at the end of the day, Will and I love each other. You know, we had to really figure out what we wanted before we went into the world to say what was going on, because we were in such, you know, we were just kind of in this very fragile place. And so now we're just super solid.
Yeah.
And so now I can actually talk about what the journey has been.
So Will talked to the New York Times, or gave a statement, and this is what he says. We'll put it up on the screen. This is from the Times itself. The memoir, Will Smith said in an email, kind of woke him up.
Willow also talks about the journey towards healing and understanding. She recognizes that both she and Jada have had to navigate their own challenges. By taking time apart, they've been able to gain perspective on their individual needs and ultimately rebuild their relationship on a more solid foundation.
I want to cut my hair, and I said, ooh, we're going to have to talk to Daddy.
Yeah.
This is going.
And what did Daddy say? Obviously, yes.
Well,
they crept up on me with that. She was already in the chair, and the barber was there.
Wasn't
and
true.
then it was, Daddy, can I get my hair cut? I was like, oh.
It's just hair. It grows back.
It grows back.
And so I said, listen, you know, let's just piecemeal it. You know?
Willow expresses a longing for change, reminiscing about the moment she decided to cut her hair. She reflects on her excitement and the confidence she felt in making this decision, feeling empowered to take control of her own image.
But what I thought was great was that her beauty didn't depend on her hair.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
As so many of us have been enslaved to that.
And so she was like, what she told me was, I want to be free. I just want to be free, mommy. And so I was like, okay, I could give you a piece of that freedom. But I just thought it was beautiful that she felt like she was going to be just as beautiful without the hair.
And so if she came back and said, now, can I shave it all off? Would you say now that's okay?
I told her, you know, let's just, I keep telling her, let's just piecemeal it. You know what I mean? Let's just do one thing. It'll be another side. You know, well, the whole thing is, you know, she's growing it in the back, but the whole thing's shaved over there.
As Willow narrates her journey, she reveals her mother's initial response to her desire for freedom. Jada, instead of imposing restrictions, acknowledges that beauty doesn't solely rely on hair. This pivotal moment showcases a bond based on mutual respect and understanding, even as tensions simmer beneath the surface.